pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call, please.
David Drake.
Here.
Dan Swafford.
Here.
Steve Hale. Zach Michael.
Here.
Pamela Samples.
Here.
Ryan Skaggs.
Here.
Pat Wesolowski.
Here.
First item on our agenda is approval of the minutes for June 5th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have no old business. New business, petition for zoning map amendment request from residential 1, single family residential, to residential 3, multifamily residential for one parcel of 1.19 acres located at 5965 North Matthews Drive. Petitioner is Richland Senior Housing Incorporated, case number PC 25-17.
Good evening. This is a petition from Richland Senior Housing Incorporated to rezone one parcel from R1 single-family residential to R3 multifamily residential. Subject parcel is located at 5965 North Matthews Drive. Property's former use was single-family residential. Parcel is owned by the petitioner, Richland Senior Citizens Housing Incorporated, who also owns the adjoining property to the west, which is zoned residential 3 multifamily residential. The petitioner will be expanding their senior housing development to the subject parcel. The proposed housing will be one story in the same design, has apartment buildings 5 and 4 in the adjoining senior citizen housing development. There will be one door in the front, which will have a patio. The building will also have a long hallway that the doors of the units will open into. Staff findings are as follows. Comprehensive plan, change of zoning is substantially in compliance with the existing comprehensive plan. The Ellettsville land use map dated 2023 designates the land to be single-family residential. However, multi-family residential zoning is the same zoning, has the adjacent parcel to the west. Current conditions, the change of zoning is based on the current conditions of the property and the surrounding character of the land. Residential 3 zoning is recommended because of the proposed use, and it is the same as the zoning district to the west, which is also owned by the petitioner. 3, use of property. The change in zoning does result in allowance of the most desirable use of the property. Designation of R3 zoning aligns with the proposed use of the land. 4, conservation of property values. The use or value of adjacent properties and those throughout the town will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner. Rezoning of this property to residential 3 multifamily residential should have no effect on neighboring properties along North Matthews Drive, which are either undeveloped, residential, or commercial. Number 5, responsible development. The change in zoning does promote the responsible development and growth of the property. The proposed use of the property is multifamily residential. Zoning map amendment will align with that use as petitioner owns the parcels to the west, also zoned R3 multifamily residential. Plan Commission action shall be in the form of a favorable, unfavorable, or no recommendation to Town Council, who takes final action on the zoning map amendment petition. Staff recommendations, zoning of residential 3 is well covered in the Ellettsville Comprehensive Plan. The adjacent property to the west is zoned residential 3, owned by the same owner, has a subject parcel, will accommodate the use of the property and can meet the requirements of the Unified Development Ordinance. This use of the land will be an expansion of the petitioner's senior housing development. Therefore, staff recommends a favorable recommendation be forwarded to the Town Council to amend the zoning for the parcel outlined in paragraph 1 from R1 single-family residential to R3 multi-family residential. Petitioners here, if you have any questions, I'll go through the maps. This one shows where the parcel's located. This is the zoning map. The brown is residential 3, which is owned by the petitioner. This is the subject parcel. Yellow is R1, and this is C2. And then, so this shows the outline of the Richland Senior Citizens Housing Complex. So it's outlined in pink, and then the proposed parcel is outlined in yellow. So if you have any questions, let me know. And as I said, petitioner's representative, Dennis Fisher, is present to answer questions as well.
Does anybody have any questions for Denise? I realize this is just the rezone, but do you have any idea how the new complex is going to be accessed? Is it from the current complex or from Matthews Drive? Because there's a narrow drive that goes through there.
Yeah, do you want to answer that, Dennis?
Yeah, we own that drive. We bought the house. Where we at? Well, this section here had a house on it. This is our drive. It's just emergency exit out right now. But they come out this way on Senior Drive and come out, or now they can go down our new drive and come out that way. But this will be improved and made wider just for here. We'll probably not have through traffic if we can keep from it. But we own 12 feet there. We redone it. Well, Dan remembers that when we done that, we re-asphalted and fixed it up.
Yeah.
But it's mostly for the fire truck to come down through. They know it's got a chain on it, but it just unhooks and they can drive through or go up. Our residence doesn't use that drive.
Any plans to purchase the property to the north where all that mess is?
Well, we have talked to him and he has backed out. One time he told us he would and then he said no. And of course, this is our new project from 2 years
Right.
ago. And then we own 7 acres on the other side. So when we get these together, our plan is we will be building over here the same time we build here. Be a total of 55 new apartments. These
So-
over here will be different than these though. They'll be more like the old ones we got over here. We also own, we're across the road, these are the originals. There'll be 4 and 6 units, single.
Were you going to say something?
I was just going to tell you above the north where the mouse is there future expansion for that in there, somewhere in there.
Is that trail going to open up through there at some point?
Trail's already constructed, thanks to the generosity of giving us an easement, and I'll be giving Darla some easement documents shortly to prepare it, but right now, trail's on hold for finishing it, but hopefully in a month or two, you'll see some action again on it.
Does anybody else have any questions for the petitioner? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have a motion?
I'll move approval of, let's see if I can find it here.
Send to the town council with a
Oh,
favorable
yeah.
recommendation.
Exactly what he said.
PC 25-17.
Yeah, there, PC 25-17. Move it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
David Drake,
Yes?
Dan Swafford,
Yes.
Steve Hale,
Yes.
Zach Michael,
Yes.
Pamela Samples,
Yes,
Ryan Skaggs,
Yes.
Pat Wessolowski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
thank you.
Next item on the agenda is planning department update.
Our next meeting is August 7th, but at this time, I do not have any new business.
Okay, privilege of the floor. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to address us on something that wasn't on our agenda? Seeing none, are there any Plan Commission comments? Seeing none, we're adjourned. 12 minutes.